That Summer isn't Dad's daughter hit him harder than we realized. And that's why he's so keen to hand out cigars over news about Gabe.
See, I would think that debacle would make him less likely to believe Gabe's claims. I mean, has he even run a DNA test yet?
No, not that I know of.
Hi. Have you seen Jack?
No, is everything all right?
Well, he just left the lab. I thought he might be here. He forgot his wallet. His whole life's in here, so I thought I should get it back to him.
Well, we haven't seen him, but I'm glad you're here.
Oh, that sounds ominous. What's going on?
We wanted to talk to you about Jack's new son.
Yeah, were you as shocked as we were to find out that Dad is Gabe's father?
Well, shock and awe seems to be the order of the day with my husband lately.
Okay, so what do you know about Jack and Gabe?
Well, he had a brief affair with Gabe's mother, and he didn't know until just recently that she had Gabe shortly afterwards.
Okay, see, that right there. I mean, just because she was pregnant then doesn't mean that Jack was the father.
Yeah, but why would she lie that her child was not her husband's?
Oh, no, but it's all just so convenient. I mean, Gabe shows up out of nowhere. He says that he has this vendetta against Victor for ruining his father. But then he tells us that Jack is his father. I mean, what does that mean?
Yeah, and we didn't know anything about an affair or a woman or a child.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot to take in, but I guess it doesn't mean that it's not all true, right?
I don't care what Jack says. My gut tells me that Gabriel Bingham is no Abbott.
Well, I'm beginning to wonder if we can't say the same thing about Jack.
What do you mean you don't think that Dad's really an Abbott?
I'm saying that he's not acting like an Abbott lately.
Which is weird considering the guy wrote the rule book.
And drilled it into the rest of us. I mean, the only thing I heard when I got back to Genoa City is how I needed to be more responsible, learn what it meant to be an Abbott.
Your father has always been so proud to carry on his father's name and legacy. But the way he's been behaving lately...
It's nothing like Dad.
It is nothing like Jack. I can barely even recognize him. He is cold and cutthroat and doing unexplainable things that are completely out of character.
You mean like the merger?
Give me one good reason he would team up with Victor.
Are you kidding me? I can't.
Yeah, well, neither can Jack.
All right, Phyllis, what are you saying?
That I have some questions for Jack. And I think that both of you do too.
Yes, but who's gonna ask them?
Me. I plan on getting some answers.
I'm glad you called. I need to speak to both of you.
Please, go first.
Well, now that Victor has been charged with embezzlement, we need to get the family together to discuss how we move forward.
Does that include Gabe?
He is my son. I'd want him there, yes.
Billy and I actually want to talk to you about that.
Yeah, we think Bingham needs a DNA test.
I absolutely agree.
You're not gonna start calling me Mom, are you?
No, not if Kyle and Billy have anything to say about it.
Didn't get the warm welcome you were hoping for?
Did not get that warm welcome, which is not really surprising considering the whole sleeping with Billy's fiance thing and the fact that Chelsea and I are now together. Were together, actually.
She wasn't too happy about the big news either?
Well, she wasn't happy that I kept it from her.
Well, I can't blame her. You expect the person you love to be truthful.
You still talking about Chelsea and me, or are we talking about something else?
Jack has got a list so big of things he hasn't told me the truth about.
Well, maybe he's just trying to protect you.
Oh, like after I woke up from the coma? He claimed that's why he didn't tell me he moved on with Kelly.
But you forgave him, right? You guys worked it out?
Oh, yeah, I did. We got married. Went to the Caribbean, we eloped. Everything was perfect. Then...
Something changed?
Jack? Thought it was my imagination, you know? I said to myself, you're expecting too much, Phyllis. Little fairy tale syndrome, you know?
But what?
It wasn't my imagination. Jack has become someone I barely recognize.
Really?
Yeah. He's not the man he used to be.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right. He has changed.
Why would you say that? You didn't know the old Jack?
Jack and I used to work together before I came to Genoa City, so I do know the old Jack.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that. But you have seen the change in him, right?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I think he's definitely more intense, you know. I think he's under a lot of pressure. He's stressed out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm so worried I'm doing things I never thought I'd do before.
Things like what?
Go through his wallet.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what I thought I was gonna find. Maybe a clue as to what he's up to.
How'd that go? You find anything?
Nope. And I feel real bad that I have to snoop around his personal things, but with the way he's been acting, I'm starting to get scared.
How so?
When we got back from the honeymoon, Jack said that he did not want to worry about business affairs anymore, and Billy confronted him. And he fired him.
Mm-hmm.
That same night, I caught him drinking.
Got him drinking after everything you went through to keep him sober.
That was my first inkling that something was off. And then he announced he was merging Jabot and Newman Enterprises.
Which was clearly a mistake. Bad plan for sure, but I don't understand how that would scare you, Phyllis.
Tons of small things have been there. Right down to the way he dresses. It doesn't feel the same when I'm with him. Something's missing.
Missing? What do you suppose that is?
His warmth. I used to see it when I'd look in his eyes. And now I look there and it's cold. And it's empty.
Doesn't sound like him.
We're not connecting the way we used to. We don't laugh the way we used to. We're supposed to be in the honeymoon phase. But I feel like I've lost my husband. And I miss him. But, hey, it's not like he's gone anywhere. This is silly.
You know, it doesn't sound silly at all, actually. I understand completely.
Terrific. So you'll make Gabe take a DNA test then?
Look, I had an affair with his mother. The timing is right, but like you, I want to be sure.
Glad to hear you say that. Surprised, but glad.
Me too.
Hey, I don't want there to be any doubt either.
All right, so you want me to set things up, contact Gabe, or...
I'm happy to do that unless you don't trust me.
Of course we do.
Okay, well, I'll contact Gabe, ask him to submit a sample.
Great. All right, well, let us know when you want to talk about Victor. And Jack, for whatever it's worth, Gabriel Bingham is not your son, and this DNA test is going to prove that.
What do you think it means?
Well, Billy disagrees, but I feel like if Gabe doesn't object to a DNA test, I think his claim could be true.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not so sure proving Gabe is Jack's son is gonna solve anything for us.
What does that mean?
I'm just saying I think there's a lot more going on here than we know.